Bonjour à tous. Uh, Today we will continue um, with the second part of the chapter adjectives. In the last lesson, we tried to understand what are the rules of converting the masculine adjectives into feminine adjectives. Now we will continue with that. In the last exercise, just for revision, what we did, if your word ends in the consonant like S, L, N or T, what you do? You double the consonant and add E. In the same way, double the consonant and add E, double the consonant and add E. Now, but there are certain exceptions to this rule. As you know, in French, there are many exceptions, and sometimes the exceptions are more than the rules. So we should remember the exceptions. Why should we remember the exceptions? Because exceptions are very important. We call them exceptions, but they are the words frequently used in day-to-day language. So let us see the exceptions. Look at this word grey. Now grey का मतलब होता है grey. Now according to the rule, I should double the consonant S and put E, so it would become grease, but I'm not doing so. Grey, grease, z sound. It's not s sound, it's z sound. Grey. Now this is in English what we call secret, right? How to pronounce it in French? S-E-C-R-E-T. Secret. 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 Now, secret, 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 secret. Now, this word, remember, the meaning of the words, they are same. The meaning that they carry in the English language. Now, it is complete. Now, in French, we say complet, complet, masculine complet, feminine complete, complete, a complete, un completo, a complete man, une complete femme, a complete woman. Now, this petit, a very common word, little, a little boy, un petit garçon, a little girl, une petite fille. So remember, in all these exceptions, I am not doubling the consonant. The consonant would remain same. I am simply adding E. And here, instead of this E, I put this accent mark. The grave accent, right? So these are the exceptions to this rule. Now let us come to another rule. If your word, any French adjective, ends in ER, then what is the rule? Let us first take the word F-I-E-R. F-I-E-R. I will tell you what is the meaning of F-I-E-R. Take another word. Now, F-I-E-R. How to pronounce this word? Fier. 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 See, I'm not speaking clearly R, right? It means proud. It means proud. जैसे a proud man. तो a fier homme. But if I want to say a proud woman, so what is the rule? The rule is to add E and to put this accent, accent grave, accent grave. So when you put accent grave, it becomes fier, 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 fier. This is fier. fair. So Ewing, fair, farm. Right. Now étranger, 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 étranger. जिससे इंग्लिश का वर्ड निकला है स्ट्रेंज, बट हियर étranger मीन्स फॉरेन. So the feminine part is étranger, étranger. The feminine is étranger. तो एग्जाम्पल इसमें भी आप वही ले सकते हैं, जैसे un étranger homme, une étrangère femme. Right? You can write it down. Now, to continue with the next rule, the next rule is if your adjective, if the word that is adjective ends in X, if the word ends in X, now how would you convert it into its feminine counterpart? Let us see. Let us take this word now. How would you pronounce this word? Heureux. It is heureux, 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 heureux. It's quite cumbersome to pronounce, but with lots of practice, you can make this sound. This H is not spoken; it's mute. Now, heureux, 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 heureux. It means happy. And when you convert it into its feminine counterpart, it's very easy to pronounce. Heureuse, heureuse, Heureusse. It is happy. For example, a happy child, a happy child. Un enfant heureux. An enfant heureux. I'm not making a liaison to make the sound comprehensible, but let us take une heureuse famille. Famille. So, a happy child and a happy family. There are many more words, but we should focus only on two words. The first is heureux, the second is now how to pronounce this word, sorry. Now, how to pronounce this word? Now, what is the meaning of this word? How to pronounce this word? This word means what you call? See, जिससे इंग्लिश का वर्ड आया है marvelous, right? So, merveilleux, 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 merveilleux. See, this double L is not spoken. Merveilleux. And the same rule is applicable to convert it into its feminine counterparts. Marvelous, wonderful. Merveilleux and merveilleuse. Merveilleuse, merveilleuse, merveilleuse. जैसे un livre merveilleux. Un livre merveilleux. What is the meaning of this? It means a wonderful book. Une histoire merveilleuse. Une histoire merveilleuse. Une histoire merveilleuse का मतलब होता है a wonderful story. So, I suppose you understand. The rule is, if your word ends in X, then you use, instead of X, you use this SE, right? And you pronounce it. So, I suppose you understand. If you want to write down, you can write down. There are few more conversion from masculine to feminine, and they are not following any rule, but you have to cram them, you have to remember them. उसको थोड़ा सा आपको याद करना पड़ेगा. वो कौन से words है that I would write down. For example, you know the meaning of this word blanc. What is blanc? Blanc का मतलब होता है white. The feminine is blanche. Blanche. Blanc. Blanche. Right. Then faux. Faux का मतलब होता है false or wrong. Now you can say fausse. Fausse. Favori. Favori. What is favori? Favorite. Favori. जो English का word है, though spelling is not same, but still the pronunciation is very near to English. Favori and favorite. Understand? So, blanc, blanche, faux, fausse, favori, favorite. There are many more words. For example, the word like frais. Frais. What is frais? Fresh. But the feminine is fresh. 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 On this eye there is this circumflex. जो टोपी होती है, it is known as circumflex. Understand? So these are couple of words that you should remember. They are very important in your A2. There are many words, but for a time being, you should focus only on the words, especially in your A2 part. In your A2 level, you focus only on the words that I taught you in the 2 classes. These words, they are very important. I'm not saying that these are the only words, but as we are trying to build our vocabulary using the things that are very near to us, so I suppose these words would help you in framing more and more sentences. You can write down. And try to use these words in framing more and more examples. Thank you.